Okay. Well, we did get kind of fucked up in that playthrough anyway, so we can... Normal difficulty. We can fire it up again. On normal difficulty. In the temperate forest. And go again. Keep my slippers on because it's hurting my feet to stand on the floor. Man, that's what happens when you stand up for 9 hours every day. But it is good for you. Here we are. Okay, so what did I say? 10 worshippers. Worshippers from the very beginning. Oops, excuse me. Get some hunters on the go. Now, if I want that super safe hunting party, I should have like 5 of them, as we determined. But they do become less effective at hunting the larger the group, because they become less stealthy. They all have to make stealth checks. That said, they did just get a kill. Store. We're going to want to build a store. Yeah, we can get... Remember what I was saying about the guards. Let's go for 3 guards, 2 shaman, to increase our chances of survival. But now the problem might be that I don't have enough free humans left to make the carpenters that I need to get everything built. So I am going to have to go down to 7 worshippers. I mean, I could just do one or 2 carpenters, but I like to do 3 because it makes them a lot more efficient. Because they split tasks between themselves. They split tasks amongst themselves, and having 3 of them allows them to always be able to distribute all of the tasks between them. So you know, nothing is ever left undone. Nothing is ever left like waiting for a carpenter to become available, you know. So it does make them nice and efficient this way. Get some tents down. Doing an interesting pattern with the tents this time. Looks like I'm designing a starship or something. Okay. Drums. Remember the drums. Drummers are useful. Drums. If we have a drum, I think that will help them get to the stream faster. We're down to 6 worshippers now. If we have a drummer that will allow them to get to the stream faster, that's going to allow them to drink faster, which is going to allow them to return to their duties faster. That's all good. So 6 worshippers it was in the end anyway, after all that. But at least we had them all granting me power whilst I was figuring that out. And it's night 1. Night 1, the sun is setting. So far, so good. I'm taking a look at the surroundings now. We have a couple of rather large packs of wolves not too far away. One of them guarding Miracle Forest, the other guarding Miracle Fire. Do we have any easy shrines that we can have access to? Don't know, because I can't really see anything anymore. Miracle Light sure would be useful, and speak of the devil, there it is. And over here, Miracle Resurrection. So that's the... And thankfully, that one's kind of in a pretty safe location. We could perhaps skirt down the coast and get to that. But then again, the safest thing to do is always just to carry your worshippers over there, and then you don't have to worry. But I did feel like they needed to be autonomous. It took a while to like figure that out. Basically, the worshippers will completely ignore all of their needs when you tell them to go and unlock a shrine. They just like, they go into like this feverish worship mode where they just can't do anything except praise the Lord, you know. They will literally worship themselves to death if you don't just keep an eye on them. Steady, steady. I don't know how many hunters we've got there. Is that my full group of 5? You can never tell because they stack up. Okay, they're going after this rabbit. I just This is a full pack of 9. No, that wasn't all my hunters. Oh, shit. I didn't realize some of the hunters were in camp. Oh, no. So we lost a guard there? Did we lose anyone else? I think we just lost the one guard. Okay, minimal casualties. But that was pretty brutal. This guy needs help. Okay, so we really need to get Miracle Resurrection unlocked now so we can bring this guard back. If we had all 5 hunters there, we would have been fine, but I think it was only 2 or 3, and they were against 9 wolves. That was brutal. Yeah, just the purple squares are wolves, by the way. I'm here like, the wolves are attacking. What wolves? There's just purple squares. Purple cubes. They're wolves. You have to use a lot of imagination right now. We don't have graphics yet. We'll get graphics one day. And a glorious day it shall be. But that's good. I mean, we've pretty much cleared the coast to get up to the Resurrection Shrine. Guys, just take it easy. Just take it easy, alright? You've already... Okay. Alright. Store's been built. Right, let's get a couple of water bearers. I'd say 1 water bearer is probably enough even, actually. As long as that drummer stays on top of things. I'm going to actually slightly relocate the drum, because now you can relocate drums. Thanks to my past self implementing that. I'm going to move it there so that it really helps connect up between the store and the stream, so that our 1 water bearer can hopefully keep enough water in stock for everybody. And yeah, I think we can probably start thinking about... So we're down to only 5 worshippers though, so unless we have the power, you know, there's not really any point unlocking that shrine yet. So we need 2,500 power in order to resurrect. Did they just get that last wolf? I think they might have done. So once we start nearing 2,000, once we're above, say, 2,000 power, I'll send 3 of my worshippers to unlock this shrine over here. And I should probably test it also. I should try picking one of them up and make sure it doesn't crash anymore, and also make sure it doesn't disband the group. I spend so much time zoomed out that I don't really hear many of the sound effects. You only hear those if you're like zoomed in close. But it's just become that you didn't used to be able to zoom. For a really long time there was no zooming. Now I'm always zooming out. I don't think you're ever going to be able to zoom out further than this. This is always kind of going to be the limit. That's just because it gets very difficult for me to implement zooming beyond this. It's all about preserving the click and drag camera controls in conjunction with zooming, and it's a whole thing. I just don't worry about it. It was a nightmare. So this is as far as I'm going to let you zoom out, just so that I don't have to deal with the exponentially increasing difficulty of making the camera controls work in conjunction with zooming. How are we doing on water? Are we managing to... Okay, our 1 water bearer seems to be just about keeping us stocked up. Where the stream is quite nice and close. So I'm hoping he's going to be able to keep on top of that. Although we are looking quite depleted right now. I don't know what my drummer's doing, just standing by the fire. That's rather concerning. He's cold. Oh, he got cold. Fascinating. Man, he's been cold for a long time. Maybe I should make the fire warm them up quicker. He got cold. That's interesting. Thought he was bugged out, but he was just getting warm by the fire. Yeah, maybe the fire should actually increase their temperature quicker than that. I'm not sure. I don't know how long he was really there. That's fascinating though. I can hear that there's a slight breeze blowing, but I'm a little bit surprised. Maybe it's because he had nowhere to sleep last night and he was outside overnight and got, you know, anybody would get cold in that scenario. So I don't blame him, to be honest with you. So we're about to hit 2,000 power, so let's get this shrine going. So away our worshippers go. I'm gonna escort them over there so they don't have to deal with any wolves or anything. And yeah, they will just worship until we tell them to stop. And in certain biomes, that's going to be quite challenging, right? Because they could freeze to death. They could, whatever. They could. That's mainly they could freeze to death or something. They could die of heat stroke. You know, generally speaking, they're not going to starve or die of thirst or anything like that, unless you were to make them go from shrine to shrine, like back to back, continuously worshipping for days on end. But oh my god, okay, whoa, no, fuck, okay, pause, evaluate the situation. We've got a large pack of wolves. It could be a full pack of 9. There's a lot of wolves. We've got all 5 hunters on hand, 2 guards, and 2 shaman. I think we can take them, actually. I think we can take them. Yeah. Whew. Pause coming in clutch right there. Nice. Okay. Good. We've got a good defense. We were just lucky that all of the hunters were in camp at the same time and the guards were there and everything. Whew. Okay. So yeah, clearing out this wolf den over here that would definitely be beneficial. We're gonna have the same problem again, aren't we? Get out of there, guys. Get the fuck out. They're gonna keep. I bet they're gonna keep going over there. Look, they're not exactly too bright. The AI is. They're not very intelligent. Okay, they will just keep going over there. They don't really learn from their past experiences. But we could lure them into camp and we might be able to pick a few of them off. Oh, where are the fucking guards? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit heated. How are the worshippers doing? Alright, okay. Not doing too bad. Yeah, we picked a couple of them off. That's good. We're starting to chip away at their numbers. It's making the map a lot safer for us. You know, I don't want... The game is not about driving everything to extinction. I don't really want you to have to kill everything. But in this scenario, it's going to help us get to these shrines. That's for sure. Alright, so the water bearer is struggling. We need a second water bearer, if I've learned anything. That's the thing. Because if the guards and the shaman and stuff have to keep leaving camp to go drink from the streams, then the camp is less defended. So if we get a second water bearer going, they are gonna help us keep the water in stock, and the camp will be well defended because the guards will have all of the drinks that they need available. Here's the portal. This is how we get to the next level. So we have to unlock all 4 shrines, and these fires will light around the corners. And once all 4 shrines are unlocked, we can open the portal to the next level. The portal is kind of dangerously close to this wolf den. We might need to deal with that. Yeah, it's pretty, it's not bad, right? It's not, we're definitely getting there, actually, gameplay-wise. You know, I'm fairly engaged. There's stuff to do. I'm reacting to things and what have you. You know, it's warm enough in this climate and this time of year that I'm not experiencing tent fires or tents being blown down by storms or anything like that. But that all starts to become an issue in the less hospitable climates, right? Tents can be blown down by the wind. Tents can catch fire because they light fires inside of the tents when they get cold, and that can sometimes lead to a tent fire. You know, so there's other little things to respond to as the difficulty increases, and you go to the more inhospitable biomes. And also we'll have to contend with the cold and things like my worshippers out here. They might potentially freeze to death, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm really going to have to do some work on the UI soon because this is just a mess. So we're going to need you to be able to keep track of all of that stuff, right? What's their body temperature? What are their needs? You know, that kind of thing. So before too long, I will be looking into giving the sort of zhuzhing up the UI a little bit, revamping the UI, so that you can easily and clearly track a lot of this stuff. You can see they've got the fires going inside of the tents now, probably because it's quite a cold night with a strong wind blowing. So that there is a chance that they will set fire to the tents. It's a very low chance, but it can happen. The sun is rising on another day here in the temperate forest. Here on God's green earth. Right. I think we can probably, once our worshippers have sort of taken care of their needs after that long stint worshipping at the other shrine, we can get them... Well, let's maybe let them accumulate enough power to get our fallen god resurrected before we do anything. But then we'll send them off to the forest shrine next to get that one unlocked. If we look at the portal now, we'll see that we have one of the fires illuminated, or lit even. Yes, the fire particles are all affected by the wind. Thank you. The smoke and stuff is all blowing in the wind. I think these gaps in the smoke that we're seeing might actually be a byproduct of the smoke, the rate, the frequency at which the smoke particles spawn gets updated every sort of tick. I might need to look into that because it's looking a little bit jank right now. I don't know how else I would really do it, but you know, I'm sure there's a way if I think about it long enough. Wasp alert. The wasp was flying in the window, but it flew out again. Okay, 50 more power and we'll have enough power to resurrect. Boom. Guard's back to life. We're at full strength again. Nice. Very nice. So I think we can set about unlocking the next shrine. And send some worshippers off over there. But let's maybe not do that. Let's not do that, because the night is upon us and the wolves are all out roaming around. They're hunting, they're hungry. They're on the hunt. Oh, I think maybe that was the doorbell. I'm not sure. I'll be right back. I don't know what I did to it, but the doorbell in here stopped working. It seems to be working again now. I think I just barely heard the one from downstairs. Oh man. I've been up and down those stairs like nothing today. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay. Have a look. Sorry about the wind sound effects. They don't seem to be paused. This one is just in an envelope, so I'm hoping it's not damaged. I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh shit. There it is, dude. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Look at that. Look at that. 7 years I spent hunting for this game. Now I've got 2 of them in rapid succession. What's happening? I picked one up just the other day. Now I've got another one. Can't believe it. It's for, 7-year drought and now I'm swimming in them. It's unreal. Unbelievable. It's complete as well. This one's complete. Complete. And the other one was complete as well. They're both complete. But I couldn't resist. I'll always throw, if I see something cheap, I'll throw a low bid on it. Nobody else bid. No, I don't mind, I'm not trying to hoard games. I'm not a reseller. But if there's a cheap game, I'll throw in a low bid. And if someone else wants to bid, they can have it. But if no one else bids, no one else wants it, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, like, the disc is like, the disc, I mean, it looks mint. It looks unplayed. It looks brand new. I think it might be better condition than the one that I've got. And it's complete with catalog, manual. Not sure if there's anything else. I think it's just those 2 with this one. Maybe there was a registration card in there originally. Not sure, but god damn. The box for the other one that I've got might be slightly better condition than this box. But even so, I mean, it's a little bit scuffed on the corners and there's something wonky going on down here, but holy shit, dude. Can you believe that? 7 years. Nothing. And now I've got 2 of them. Crazy. Crazy, crazy old world we live in. Alright, what was I doing? So the wolves are out hunting, right. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for these wolves to chill out. We'll go out and get the next shrine in the morning once they're... Because the wolves will go out hunting about once a week. They get hungry from time to time and they go out in a little hunting pack. And hunt down. Steady on, guys, steady. Dangerously close. Dangerously close. Okay. Alright, just take it easy. Take it easy. I'm gonna suggest that you back out of this situation. Okay, we got healers on hand. Guards are here. Right, we scared them off. We took one of them out and scared the rest off. Whew. Miracle Light would be nice. I'd be able to see at night. So Miracle Light actually has a lot of utility right now. That's this one up here. There's only 5 miracles in the game currently, not including Miracle Hand. 6 if you include Miracle Hand. And so the miracles just repeat in the levels right now. So after I get to the next level, there's no new miracles to unlock in the next level, unfortunately. There might be one new one, because there's only 4 per level, but we've got 5. I forget what it is. Yeah, man. These hunters are scaring off these wolves, no problem. What were these guys up to? Maybe going to the store? They seem to be thirsty. Don't quite know what was going on there. But yeah, I mean, alright, I'd say we can activate this shrine now, get some of the worshippers over there. I'll just let them travel there on their own. Ah, the sphere of influence has expanded now. I'm gonna move the drum to, like, here, I would say. And that can help the worshippers get to and from this shrine more quickly, as well as helping our water bearers get that water in. Yeah, it's really nice being able to relocate your drums like that. Before, they were just stuck wherever you placed them originally. So we're on to Shrine 2 now. As you can see, we've got the first shrine unlocked. So 1 of 4 shrines towards opening the portal to the next level. The hunters are just bullying these wolves now. They're just fucking slaughtering them. Yeah, so the difficulty has just perfectly balanced out, you know. Obviously the challenge will increase as we progress through the levels. But for the first level, this feels pretty much... First level on normal mode, this feels pretty much spot on. I'm really glad that those combat changes have just balanced things out sort of perfectly. Yeah, it's excellent. And, you know, I don't feel too disengaged, to be honest with you. I almost missed that. Freaking worshippers are getting attacked. You know, it's like there's not a lot going on right now, I will admit. But I'm kind of okay with it, you know? I'm kind of alright with it. It's like... Maybe I don't really need there to be a lot going on. It's kind of a relaxing experience. And just as I was saying, there's not a lot going on. My worshippers were under attack as well, so... It's like, there is stuff going on, you know? I'm having to respond to things and... deal with things. Because I was sort of... At first I was worrying, like... oh, you know, there's not enough content, there's not enough happening. But I'm sort of feeling okay about it right now. You know, we'll add sort of stuff that can happen occasionally. You know, certain events, natural disasters, maybe strange spiritual encounters with evil spirits or something. We were discussing something like that the other day. Curses, or you know, something to sort of play into the whole mysticism element of the game a little bit. You know, we could have curses, we could have evil spirits, we could have zombies. That would be pretty wild, right? There's some sort of zombie plague that resurrected your... this is something that won't happen until way down the line. Zombie plague, because that's like... that would be a very rare occurrence. Plus it would fuck you up big time. Because, like, you know, if one of your guards dies and comes back as a zombie or something, you have to kill him. you can never resurrect them again after that, you know. That's pretty harsh. So we'll sprinkle in a little bit of extra stuff, you know, tornadoes, earthquakes, that kind of thing. Maybe, not sure how I would do like tidal waves, but might be possible. I mean, you know, I've had this vision of like updating the tiles across the map, so like this wave of water like sweeps across the map by updating the tile map, but that would cause so much lag to do that. Updating all of those tiles, that's literally like tens, if not hundreds of thousands of tiles. It would lag so much. Oh shit, I might have just spooked at that wolf directly into my worshippers. That's not what I was trying to do. So yeah, I'd have to do something with like particle effects or something, you know, so that we don't lag the whole game out if I was to do tidal waves. The same for like the tornado, I'd have to do particles. Like it seems it's a more obvious choice in the case of the tornado that you'd use particles for that, but I mean, it's like we don't have throwing, and I don't know if we ever will, to be honest with you. Like this idea of like, oh, I could pick this guy up and throw him somewhere. I'm just not sure that we're ever really going to do that. But we would sort of need that if you wanted a tornado that can pick things up and fling them around and all that sort of stuff. So it's like tornado and throwing mechanics kind of go hand in hand. Like that. But so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm trying to say is there's going to be additional content, but at the same time, I don't feel too bad about it right now. It's this experience, you know, you got to imagine this is the first level. It's going to get harder, obviously. But this is kind of the experience that I want it was going for. Like, it's quite a relaxing experience where you just sort of sit back and you just sort of got to pay attention to what's going on and respond to different things. But you know, it's not like super sweaty. It's not super adrenaline fueled. It's kind of a relaxing experience. You know, it's not a cozy game because there is violence. So we can't be classed as a cozy game because those are non-violent games. But it's got elements of that cozy game sort of gameplay where you're just sort of chilling, you know. Just a pretty chill experience, and I'm liking that, and I like that, you know. That was always the idea, that it would be about slowing down and paying attention to what's going on, you know. I've got time controls. I can speed up time to 8 times speed if I want to. But I don't particularly want to. I kind of want to like pay attention to what's going on and things, right? It may be, you know, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but it could even be that we completely remove the time controls in the final version. Who knows, right? We might remove them and just have it always playing at one time speed, at regular speed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, up until this very moment, I had never really considered that as well. I mean, I'd always considered it as a possibility. I mean, I always knew it was possible. Of course, it's possible, but whether that's like actually something we would seriously consider, you know, up until right now, I didn't think it was, but just through this sort of playtesting here, I can kind of see how maybe we could lose the time controls. I suppose, you know, they're always optional, so it's one of those things where it's nice to have the option. You want to just speed through a night or something when nothing's going on, really. So it's kind of nice to have the option, but I'd say most likely they'll be included in the final version, but there's a slight possibility that we don't really need them. Yeah. So we're halfway there now. We've got 2 of 4 shrines unlocked. And it's day 7. It's day 7, which technically means it's day 8, because we start on day 0. So yeah, it's been a week and we're like halfway there. So we can say in about, well, it's probably not going to take as long, is it? I can probably start working towards getting the next shrine unlocked. I'll deal with these remaining wolves here. There we go. Got that cleared out. And now I can unlock this shrine next. Hopefully my dudes are okay. They are pretty damn hungry because their hunger and thirst always gets reset to 0 when they go to sleep. I think now that, because yeah, that's a good point. The worshippers will wake up and go to unlock the shrine if I activate one. We probably shouldn't reset their hunger and thirst to 0 or set their hunger and thirst to 0 until they wake up in the morning, rather than doing it as soon as they go to sleep at night. So I'm just going to write that down. Set hunger and thirst to 0 in upon waking. Now, I'm not sure if that should be waking for any reason, or if it should just be waking in the morning. Actually, I think I'm less concerned about this than I thought, because it gets too convoluted. Because the reason that we do that is to kind of synchronize them all. So when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they all do is go grab breakfast, basically. We sort of synchronize them in that way. And it helps them, like, be sort of more efficient throughout the day. They're all sort of synced up together, right? Well, it's not just that they're synced up together, which is nice. It's that sometimes they would get up in the morning, they wouldn't quite be hungry or thirsty yet or whatever, or maybe they'd just be thirsty but not hungry. They go grab a drink in the morning, and then they set off to do whatever they're going to do. And then they get halfway there, and then they're like, oh, I'm actually hungry. I'm going to go all the way back to camp and then eat something. And then I'm going to go do whatever I was going to do. But instead of having to worry about that back and forth, which is quite kind of inefficient, it's kind of wasting time, we just set their hunger and thirst to 0 overnight. And then when they get up in the morning, first thing they always do is eat and drink. And then they go off to like do whatever they're going to do. And they're not going to get interrupted by either of those needs. So just these little things to kind of make them as efficient as possible, right? Because we're dealing with a limited amount of time. There's a limited amount of hours in a day, so to speak, right? So if we're trying to make them efficient because they're constantly throughout the day getting interrupted by thirst and hunger, and then they sleep when it's night, and so we're trying to make sure that they're reasonably efficient. Holy shit, wait, what? A hunter died over here? I had no idea. This is the thing. This is why we need combat alerts. We need... Probably the screen like flashes red or something, and there's like an arrow on the edge of the screen pointing to any off-screen combat that's happening. That's kind of my idea for it. Something like that. Because, yeah, you can miss stuff pretty easily. Also, we're going to have the adaptive... We already have an adaptive music system. We just don't have music for it yet. But of course, there will also be a layer of the soundtrack that kicks in during combat, so the music will change and stuff as well. But if we only had that, you'd be looking around like, oh god, where's the combat? So we also need some sort of alert, some sort of visual indicator of which direction it's in. I think I'll quite enjoy building building that system. It sounds like a fun one. I mean, considering we're doing combat today, combat is what we've been working on. Maybe that's what I do next, actually. Maybe that's the, you know, because I keep doing these little playtests to find direction, like what should I be working on next? And maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's actually the combat alerts that we should be doing next. Yeah, I should turn this text green for the ones that you've unlocked, so you can easily keep track of it. That'll be part of this UI update that's to come. So it kind of seems like we're honing in on the next thing that we want to do, it actually being this UI update, including combat alerts. You know, I did say how updating the combat system is going to allow me to start adding new creatures to the game, but I think we've got more pressing issues, and that's getting the UI sorted. It's like the UI being updated is something that we need to happen now. We need that now. The creatures can, you know, they can come further down the line. That's kind of optional. Still, we don't need new creatures. We kind of need the UI updates, though. So, clear, you know, our priorities are becoming clear. We're getting a sense of direction as to what we should be focusing on next, which is excellent. Yeah, it's all going to be about UI next. Big UI update incoming. And boom, Miracle Fire unlocked. That's 3 of 4. Yeah, so we're breezing through the shrines now. It took about a week to get the first 2 unlocked. But yeah, we're easily getting the remaining shrines unlocked. I'll let these worshippers grab some refreshments, and they are quite cold, as we can see. They got rather cold. They could have come pretty close to dying from the cold there, because they're being rained on and everything. You get colder faster when you're being rained on. The other thing will be that I need to accumulate enough power to resurrect this hunter before we go to the next level, because dead humans don't persist to the next level. They all need to be alive in order to go to the next level. So we don't want to open the portal until we've got this fallen hunter resurrected. So that's another thing that's kind of slowing us down a bit here. But I'm absolutely loving how it plays right now in terms of balance and pacing, and it's just, it feels great. It feels really, really good. And you know, with this whole kind of relaxed, sort of laid back play style of just sort of chilling and paying attention and reacting to things, like, it's really going to benefit from those the graphics and sound, those graphics and sound effects and music, right? Because it's just going to make that, it's just going to make it more appealing to look at. You can appreciate the beautiful graphics whilst you're playing. You can be immersed by the sound and the music, and yeah, it's just going to be really, really nice. It's the type of game. Why are these bushes so close together? That's a bug. I don't know if it's a bug, but it's not supposed to happen. Okay, I'm going to write that down on the known bugs list. Bushes spawning too close together. I will fix that. What was I saying? I think I was saying something. It doesn't matter. Just watch out for these wolves here, guys. The wolves are afraid of them. Yeah, no worries when you've got enough hunters, you know. They can handle just about anything. This guy's going all the way to the stream. What a maniac. I'm going to regroup him with his buddies now he's had a drink. Yeah, so we got... I can't really tell if the lights on this are in the right place or not. Maybe I screwed one of them up or something, because it didn't seem like the first one was in the right place, but it seems like maybe the others are. I can't really tell. I can't tell. I mean, I thought I did all of the math right when I was doing the math. Our fire's just burned out. I still haven't unlocked Miracle Light, have I? I've got Miracle Fire. I can use that as a small light. Yeah, Miracle Light will be the last one. Yeah, so I'd say in the morning we can send our worshippers off to unlock this final remaining shrine. I guess I'll let them get some breakfast first. Actually, fuck it. They don't need breakfast, they'll be fine. Or do they? No, they don't. It's the cold, if anything. The only thing because they were like quite close to freezing to death on the last one. And they wouldn't stop. That's the thing. Right now, they will just keep worshipping until they freeze to death. Not sure how I feel about that, because it sort of goes against the idea of them having autonomy, right? I'm sort of okay with them, you know, I'm okay with them ignoring hunger and thirst to unlock the shrines, but ignoring, like, hypothermia setting in, not sure how I feel about that. Oh god. Looks like these wolves are about to attack us if we're not careful. I'm gonna send a hunter over there to help. I'll bring a healer in to heal up the injured worshippers. Oh fuck, what happened? I looked away for a second and one of the worshippers got eaten. God damn it. Well, now I've got 2 humans to resurrect. Whew. Man. Okay, well, everything seems to be taken care of now. Oh, there's still this one wolf lurking around. Right, so, yeah. So there's often this thing, once you've got all of the shrines unlocked at the end of the level, this wolf is just going to keep being a pain in the ass, isn't it? I need to, like, scare it away from the shrine is what I need to do. Get out of here. Why would you run that way? I'm just gonna keep scaring this wolf away. Maybe it'll be okay now. No, he's going right back towards the frickin' shrine. I can't kill it because it just flees. This is where, like, being able to smite it would be really useful, but I can't smite outside of the sphere of influence. I don't even have smite unlocked. That's the miracle that's on the 2nd level then, I guess. Yeah, it's one of the weird things with the mechanics is, like, I can't perform miracles outside the sphere of influence, so I wouldn't be able to smite this wolf. But I also can't get the hunters or guards to kill it because it will just run away. I can perhaps try spooking it in, but it just keeps going over there. Yeah, the AI is so stupid. It's really frustrating dealing with my terrible AI. Gonna do. I can't, you know, never gonna get any better than this. It's just gonna be what it is. Piss off, will you? I'm trying to unlock this shrine. So annoying. Yeah, it's like, what do I do in this scenario, you know? It's almost like you need you need some sort of power-up almost that temporarily allows you to perform miracles outside the sphere of influence. But the problem with that is it could be exploited, right? What if, you know, what if like I just cast that miracle and then kill all of the wolves in the map in one fell swoop? Okay, we finally got the wolf to go away. Just leave them alone, for God's sake. Literally, for God's sake. Why are you going this way again? It's so annoying. I just want to kill this wolf. I'm so annoyed with this wolf. What if I like drop a guard directly on top of it or something? Hey, the guard got a hit in before it was able to flee. Maybe that's how I need to deal with it. Already fleeing now. Well, as long as the hunters are here, harvesting this wolf, they're going to be kind of protecting the... Okay. And try and get another hit in with my... Fuck, I just turned him into a fisher. That's not what I was trying to do. Get him healed up and send him back out there. See what's going on over here again. Okay, we're going to get there eventually. Got it. That was a pain in the ass. Alright, so these worshippers are safe now. And get this final... I think that was literally the last wolf on the map as well. So yeah, don't worry. There's going to be more creature types eventually. Like I was saying before, we will add creatures eventually. But I think that UI update comes first, and then we start adding the remaining creatures. So there'll also be, in this map, for example, there will also be bears. You know, obviously, these deadly roaming predators, solo hunters, I believe, which will hibernate for a portion of the year as well, making them unique. And there will be something else, like a moose, maybe? I keep thinking moose. Some sort of a herbivore that is also dangerous, right? Because our existing herbivores pose no threat. They just run away. But I thought something that isn't a predator, but is also dangerous, would be quite cool. Something like a moose, like a... You know, and I have some other ideas in mind for other levels, like a woolly mammoth or something. Yeah, so it's a herbivore, but you don't really want to fuck with it. All right, miracle light imminent. We're about to get the fourth and final shrine unlocked, and then the last thing to do. That's what I was saying before. Is like there comes this time at the end when you've just got to worry about resurrecting your fallen humans, where you're kind of just thinking like, okay, let me just convert everybody into worshippers and get the power that I need, right? And get everybody resurrected quick, and then we can head to the next level. And like I say, all of the wolves are dead now, so we don't even like need guards or healers anymore. Shaman. So everybody can just be converted into, and we have 300 water in the store, so we're fine for water. Everybody can be converted into... Now, we still didn't get our final... This is the creche. We didn't get our creche built. I sort of wonder if I should invert the priority. Because the creche is the lowest priority thing right now. They'll always build the tents first and the creche last. Maybe they should build the store, then the creche, then the tents. Could be wise. Be wise. It would be a pain in the ass to have to convert that, but... Yeah. So, and I think we're doing fine for like, let's have a look. We got 12 fur on this thing. So if we really wanted to get that built before we head off to the next level, we do need more fur. For example, I can help with that. If this deer like heads inside the sphere of influence, I can capture it and use it. Oh, made a weird noise. There we go, so that's all the fur that we need, so the carpenters will finish constructing our final remaining tent now, the creche. I can even convert my hunters into worshippers as well. The only thing is, I should probably convert them back before we go to the next level, because we will just show up in the next level with like 100 worshippers and no guards or anything. We might immediately die. But just for accumulating this last bit of power to get everybody resurrected before we go to the next level, I think it would be wise. This is a time where using fast forwards is now quite useful to me. Fast forwards through the night here. This hunter's just standing here. Okay. You can be worshippers then. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it clears their inventory. Yeah, it does, it clears their inventory if I reassign them like that. So that guy went and got food out of the store and I essentially took it away from him. We don't even need the drummer anymore, like everybody can be a worshipper. I'm keeping the carpenters because I want them to get this final construct built. Just, I would like to see the camp completed before we go, even though we're just abandoning it. You don't take any of that stuff to the next level with you. You've got to rebuild all over again. Kind of amazing the timing, how the timing's worked out though. It's like, you know, just as we're finished building everything, it's like, okay, now we're going to go off to the next level and we have to start all over again. So the timing on that, in that regard is quite good. And like I was saying earlier, in other levels, you know, the tents can blow down in storms, they can catch fire and burn down, that sort of thing can happen. So you'll have to do a certain amount of rebuilding as well as just building. But yeah, now we're absolutely raking in the power now to get these guys resurrected. Even our remaining carpenters can be worshippers because all they're doing is just gathering firewood out there. And we're going to be gone real soon. Okay, here we go. And I'll resurrect the worshipper so that we can we can worship even harder. Yeah, I think prioritizing building the creche first is important, to be honest with you. Because the creche serves as a place for the breeders and the children to hang out, and it's like, you know, it's a way of protecting them. Because when they're inside, they're somewhat protected. They're not going to be like as threatened by animal attacks and things. because they can be sheltered in there. It also helps shelter them from the elements during the day. They have a place to go as well. So prioritizing getting that built, I think, is a versus. I don't know. My logic was that like you need a place to sleep at night before any sort of optional like shelter that you use in the day, right? That's what I was thinking. It's funny also that even though there are only children in there, they still light the fire. These are very competent children that know how to light fires. So that was my logic, was that like, oh yeah, you need a place to sleep at night, so that's probably the first thing to focus on, right? But it takes so long for them to get all the tents built that the creche just seems somewhat neglected. It just never really materializes until everything else. I'm fast forwarding through the night again. See, it is useful to have time controls. We do need time controls in the final game. Imagine if I just had to sit there, that would be kind of lame. So I can just keep it on 8 times speed until I have the power that I need now. That was a rhyme. 8 times speed, power that I need. Boom. There we go. We're back in business. So, whoa, okay, that's not what I was trying to do, but I'll go back to 5 hunters. Oh, everybody's... Okay, they're turning in for the night. I'll finish reassigning them in the morning, and then I'll get the day 15. Day 15 right now. And we're ready to head off to the next level. Oh, that's a child. So we're going to want a few guards. Guards are important. We're going to need a couple of shaman. Shaman are important. We're going to need water bearers, a couple of water bearers. We're not sure how close the stream is going to be in the next level. We didn't use any fishers or foragers or breeders this time around. I think we're probably good to go with that. Carpenters, because we're going to need to rebuild again, so let's go back to my 3 carpenters. And that's it. Let's get the portal open and get the frick out of here. Yeah. Let's go. Man, it's blowing a gale. Yeah, I need to make the raindrops fall faster because they look very like slow motion now. Gravity doesn't make sense here. I'll make them move a bit quicker. Here we go. God damn, that portal looks cool with the fires going. Off to level 2. Man, that's cool. Dude, it's like a game now. That's crazy. Oh, I can't believe it. So I think level 2 is still the swamp, but it won't be ultimately. The swamp is actually going to be kind of a mid-game level. Because we're going to remove the streams. There's going to be no fresh drinking water in the swamps. So it's going to be quite a lot harder. So it will become a mid-game level. But here we are in the swamp, level 2. I'm going to make a save. We did it! We beat the first level of the game! That's the first time I've ever done that. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, it's been a conclusive playtest. We have a sense of direction now as to what I should be working on next. And we've tested all of the existing mechanics. And everything seems stable and bug-free and pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Alright, that's it. End of playtest. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you in a bit.